There's no better place to make this video other than while I'm still here. So let's go straight into it without wasting any time. Number one in the list is corruption. This place is stinkingly corrupt. I don't know how more to stress this. And number two is the brother of corruption, which is bribery. Bribery is everywhere. Even before the security guys could scan my luggage, they will always ask for money. I didn't give any, but some people would give because we've learned to live in this shit. And third in the list is insecurity. And basically, if you have your own money, if you've got your business and you've made some fortune, you don't expect the security system in Nigeria to support you or to protect you, because they don't exist. You have to create your own security. You have to pay either police guys or army guys to guide you. This is pretty common in Nigeria, and that's number 3 in the list, insecurity. Number 4 in the list is disorderliness. Disorderliness is in every sphere. In every sphere. I mean, like this morning when I flew from my local airport to the airport in the capital, there were no ACs in the plane themselves. A lot of people were fanning themselves in the plane, including I myself. Disorderliness is everywhere in this country. And of course, remember, if you put a dog to live in water, over time it will develop gills and live like a fish. And for example, when you arrive with a heavy load, let's say you arrive with 2 luggages that are quite very heavy to carry, and you need a trolley, right? You have to actually pay for a trolley in order to be able to carry your luggage outside of the airport. And number 5 in the list is dormant system. There is no perfect working system here. You don't even expect it to be perfect, but at least working. Start from education, politics, railway, roads. There are almost non-existent railways, only in the north and some part of the west. But down in the east, railway does not exist. But it could connect the north with the east, the west with the east, the west with the north, and other places. There's no working system. The system here is dormant. Electricity goes out at any time it wants. People burn fuel. I think Nigeria should have been number 1 in the list of countries that produce countries that emit the most fossil fuels. But I hear in the news, America, India, etc. Every household, I would say almost every household in Nigeria has an industrial electric generator. We call them generators here, but those are power generators you see in the streets used by construction men. This is what we use to generate electricity here, and almost every household has it. So you don't expect to get electricity 24/7 like in your regular city or in your regular supermarket. It can go off anytime. It can go off at will. So there's no working system. The system here is dormant. I've been several times in the airport when power goes out, and it never came until after a few minutes or few hours. So that's number 5 in the list, dormant system. Number 6 in the list, tribalism. Nigeria is originally made up of 300 plus different tribes, but there are 3 main types, or there are 3 main tribes in Nigeria, which is the Hausa, Igbo, and the Yoruba. The Hausas are living in the north predominantly. The Yorubas are predominantly in the west and the middle west, while the Igbos are in the east and the southeast. So tribalism happens here in the case that if I were to be the president, I tend to favor people or put more people in power who are from my tribe, and all the way down the ladder that actually happens. You're not from my tribe, you don't speak my language, you might not be the first option, you might be the 3rd or the 4th option, so to say. So tribalism, Nigerians would agree with me, is a part of the cancer that is eating up our society. Number 7 in the list, we call it connection. And connection here is not your regular Wi-Fi connection or your regular 4G or 5G connection. Connection here is in the sense that if you know somebody that knows somebody that eventually knows somebody, then you have connection, then you're connected. You might be wondering, how does it work? How does it help? Perhaps it already rings a bell. Say for example you arrest some criminal and put them in jail or police cell, and he happens or she happens to know somebody that knows somebody that knows another person, then he or she might be freed because he has connections. That's one of the things that is eating up this country to death gradually. So let's tell ourselves the truth. Connection is a part of our problem down here. And number 8 in the list, you can't skip this: joblessness. A lot of young people like me finish their education down here in Nigeria and they leave for abroad because there's nothing for them, there's no job for them. Nigeria is very big. It's very big in the sense of population and land mass. We could develop a lot of tourism down here, but the problem is who is going to do it, as we hugely depend on the oil money, which is eventually siphoned into the pockets of the rulers or the leaders. Who is going to develop tourism down here? I've been to Moldova, I've been to Barbados. I like to talk about Barbados a lot. I love that country. They depend hugely on tourism and they're doing fine. They're doing really good. I usually have a lot of problems with my colleagues in Europe. They're watching right now, asking me to show them pictures of animals, like wild animals like elephants and giraffes, all those animals you can see in Serengeti or in Kenya, Uganda, and all the safari parks in Eastern and Southern Africa. They don't exist down here. I've never seen a wild elephant in my life. I only saw them in the zoo, not in Nigeria, in Europe. I saw them in the zoo only in Europe. So those things don't exist here, you know. So joblessness, we could do better. We could do better by using our resources even wisely to encourage guys, bright guys, brilliant guys from leaving. We discourage them from leaving and encourage them from staying back so that they can be, you know, contributing to the local economy. So joblessness is number 8 on my list of what you expect in Nigeria. Number 9 in my list, and it's one of the topics I hate to talk about. Now you find out why. I hate to speak about politics and religion, but I'm going to talk about religion right now. Religious differences is dividing a lot of people in Nigeria. Because he is Christian and she is Muslim, they can't work together, they can't cooperate. Alright, if some employment puts them together, they might live on the pretense that everything is alright. But we know we're not alright, we're not fine living alongside each other. So let's settle our religious differences and live more in peace in this country if you want to make it work. That is number 9 on my list. Now you know why I hate to talk about religion and politics. Right, number 1 in the list is none other but police brutality. You are here as a foreigner or you're here a citizen of Nigeria, you would agree with me, or you must have seen or heard about police brutality. Alright, let's not go too far. I am right now in Abuja Airport, Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja. This should be the number 1 airport in the country, the country's airport in the capital city, Abuja. Look, it's empty. There are no holidays. There's no one here. It's got 1 terminal, so you might be wondering, is there another terminal? It's just got 1 terminal for international departures. Absolutely no one here because no one comes here. Because nobody wants to come here. You're here for business, they do their business and go. Tourists do not come here. And you'll be wondering, where are people? People are actually running away. And people who run away do not want to come back. Alright, let's check out one duty free. Bear with me. Here you are, Dunes Duty Free. Alright, let's go do some shopping. Bear with me, don't go away. Yep, that is what Dunes Duty Free look like in my country's capital airport, the number 1 airport in my country that should have everything. The duty free here looks like a ghost town. Imagine that. How cool is that? Very cool, right? So, do you agree with me? All the 10 points I gave you, all the way from corruption, all the way from bribery, corruption, dormant system, name it, until police brutality. Who wants to live here then? Who wants to stay? This is the reason why a lot of young guys like me finish their education, or even not finish their education, and then run away desperate for better lives. Look, the state of our number one airport. No one comes here. That is number one in my list, police brutality. And let's talk about what police brutality is, not just the name. Right. The police brutality we are talking about is, imagine like how I look, for example. Right now, in Nigerian police mentality, I look suspicious because all dressed in black guy with a black t-shirt, black pants, and black box and black eyeglasses. I'm very, very suspicious in Nigerian police understanding. So instead of the police to stop me and question me, they can choose to use force to brutalize me. And in fact, they stole money from me. This is police brutality for you in Nigeria. It is sinking this country. It's sinking this nation. A lot of young guys, youngsters like me, have spoken out, but nothing is still being done. Right. So you might be wondering, why are all these points and what is being done? Since I was a boy, let's talk about electricity. I remember we ate ice blocks from the refrigerator. That means when I was a boy, say 30 years ago, we always had constant electricity. But now you can only dream about a flashlight of electricity. Means it comes and before you know it, it goes and never comes back, right? So things were much better, I would say, during the Soviet times. I would say things were much better during the Soviet times in Nigeria than right now. All right, you might see the light in the airport, all flashy, all good, but it's not like that everywhere else. So hope you enjoyed 10 things to expect while in Nigeria. Until I see you in my next episode somewhere in Europe, don't know, or in Asia, or who knows where waves of life blow me to. See you when I see you, and thank you for watching. Hope you like this episode. Of course, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and yeah, share this video as well. See you when I see you. Stay tuned, don't go away. Bye bye.